What's going on, everyone? Welcome to some Dragon Age Origins. So I kind of want to re-go through the Dragon Age trilogy in anticipation for Veilguard. So, and this is the save file I'm going to use for Veilguard, if we can, use a save file. I'm assuming we're going to be able to use a save file. I'm assuming we're going to be using Dragon Age Keep, which is my guess because that's what they use for Inquisition, and you can choose your Inquisition like story and what you chose and everything. So I'm just assuming you just upload that to Veilguard, which will probably happen. So I do have all the DLCs. We will play them. Well, the end-game DLCs in Awakening, not like Dark Chronicles and all that dumb stuff. I do have mods downloaded too, so and hopefully I fix the crashing problem. If it crashes, I might have to switch to Xbox. So then we'll just have to restart whatever we whatever we have done. And so as the Golden City blackened, with each step you take in my hall, marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Cantilcel of Thornodus?
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Yeah, Joe, new character.
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon.
Because there were...
Help us all.
So I was going to reload my other character. That, we spent so long on. But the thing is, I didn't like some of the decisions we made, and I didn't know how far back I needed to go, and so I was like, I'll just start over. Why not? All right, we're gonna be a male dwarf. Originally bound by caste and tradition, the Dwarvens have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic. This prevents them from becoming mages. We're gonna be a warrior. Warriors are powerful fighters, focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment, and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategies. And Dwarf Noble. As a favorite child of the Dwarven King, you proudly take your first military command. Only learn that the deadly intrigues of family and sycophants may pose a greater danger than even the battlefield. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I just wanted to. I know we were like really, I mean, really far. We're probably almost done with the story, honestly. If I'm gonna be honest with you, we were almost done with Origins. But I don't know, just you know me. I mean, I restart stuff all the time, like I did with Baldur's Gate 3. I've done it with SWTOR. I did it with Mass Effect. I well, no, I played through all my Mass Effect characters actually. So honestly, Baldur's Gate 3, SWTOR, in this game are the three games I've always like. I get really far, and then sometimes I'm just like, I don't like that. Let's just restart the whole thing. It's a problem of mine.
Greetings.
Okay, so the question is, do we just? I think we just pick a preset and go with it. Honestly, I mean, I like this preset, but I'm not too keen on the beard. Like, okay, maybe we just edit a preset then. Um, let's go with this preset. Hair. We're gonna have a big beard this time. Um, ooh, I kind of like this because it gives me a long beard, a long mustache, and a long beard. What about the other one? Like this? This gives me kind of like a shortish beard with it. No, I think we're gonna go with this, honestly. Um, I don't. Do I want stubbles? I don't think I want stubbles. But what's funny is, my hair's kind of like dark brown, blackish, and then my beard in real life is like red, kind of like reddish light brown.
Greetings.
Let's go with straight battle tactics for right now. We'll kind of go all battle tactics and then start going into coercion. We are gonna do two-handed weapon again. We're gonna go easy just because
Deep
we're
beneath
doing
the
it for the
Frostback
story and
Mountains
not
sits
the
Ozma,
combat.
the larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Yes, let them see me as a warrior.
Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed.
You, my friend, are ridiculous.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
So I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream for, but I'm going to try to go for a while just because I'm not going to be able to stream until I come back Wednesday because I'm going to my college orientation. So I'm leaving Sunday and coming back Tuesday night. So and then I work the next day really early in the morning. So depending on what time I come back, I might stream depending on how I'm feeling, but most likely it'll probably be Wednesday after work is when I'll stream again. The Art of Ruling's hardly boring.
If you say so. Listening to 100 lords complain that their neighbors use the same underhanded tactics they themselves employ would tire on me after about, a minute. Still, there are other excitements. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering.
The provings sound appealing. Let's go have a look. Wait, why don't you want to fight in the provings, Gorham?
You remember last year's open proving? It took your father's smith 6 hours to remove my helmet. I'm not meant for single combat. I fight as my lord's second in shield. That's enough for me.
The provings sound appealing. Let's go have a look.
Right behind you, my lord. The day is ours until the feast.
And I kind of want to play my character a little bit differently for the origin story. So I think he's going to be, like, to everyone else, he's going to be loyal to his family and, like, not tolerate, disrespect or anything. And then behind, closed doors, I think maybe, he wants to kind of become king, so he's got to try to figure out how to do that.
My lord.
Tell me about your family, Gorham.
Not much that you don't already know. My father's father was a great hero of the Deep Roads excursions and raised the family to the top of the warrior caste. He was even nominated to join the Assembly and found a noble house, but the honor was in the nomination. He wasn't afforded a single vote. My father served your father for many years, and now I serve you.
So if your father served my father, then you serving me, wouldn't that make me pretty much saying, oh, you're the favorite, you're probably going to be chosen as king? Are you excited about the battle tomorrow?
Yes, I yearn to face the Darkspawn and prove my worth as your second.
We will be spectacular.
May the stones support us, and the ancestors look down with pride. As you will.
Congratulations on being named commander, my lord.
You know what kind of game they need to make? They need to make an RPG about Game of Thrones. You create your character, you choose a house, you kind of like choose your backstory, and like, throughout the game you have to deal with politics, fights breaking out, all this stuff, and then like towards the end, something happens to where you start like either a rebellion or a fight for the throne or whatever, depending on what house you're in. And then like you can become, king or whatever, and then you rule for, and like they have missions of you ruling and stuff. That would be awesome.
Balin? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for
Just because, I rewatched House of the Dragon season 1, and I'm so excited for season 2 to start tomorrow.
Get off my back. All right, all right.
But I'm not. I'll probably watch, honestly. I'll probably watch the episodes as they come out, but at the same time, I like binge watching. So I'll also like binge watch the whole season once it comes out. Hopefully, season 3 won't. We're not waiting another 2 years in between another season. Can't do it.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
Gorham, tell her that my brother is at my feast.
Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lord Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord.
Go or stay, could care less.
Thank you. I will go now.
Hopefully we don't encounter crashes, because then we'll have to play on the Xbox and then start over again, and then we won't be able to, play with mods. Like skipping the fade, which is the only mod I like, honestly. But I have other mods in, of course.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
But I think I deleted the texture mods and everything to hopefully keep the game from crashing, because I think that's what was causing it. So, but if it crashes just like once, I'm probably switching to Xbox.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do. Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lord Iduken, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iduken, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
I greatly enjoyed that book as well.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
What does it say?
It doesn't matter, it's all lies.
They kill him. I'm bored. That's funny. What does it say, Scholar?
My work tells the stories of all those raised to paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
What was Iduken like before he was Paragon?
Iduken was much loved, but he was still a man. He was plagued by melancholy, and his fervor regarding Orzammar's safety bordered on obsession. When Iduken was proposed as a paragon, only one lord in the Assembly objected. The others savagely hacked him to death. Iduken's motion passed without a single dissenting vote.
Unlike Volney, is that what you mean, old man?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Scholar's right. But he's right. The Scholar's right.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Iduken?
The truth is more important than your pride.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now.
What's that
Excuse
supposed to
me,
mean? For now. You little
Fool
bitch.
has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lord?
What do you think, Scholar?
Well, historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
Hear that, Gorham? Do the prudent thing.
How do you want it done?
Publicly make everyone know why he's being killed. He disrespected me and threatened my house.
Understood.
You've shown yourself more daring and aggressive today than most believed of you. Someday I hope to write of the great exploits you are sure to perform.
Word has been sent. He won't live past the hour.
You've shown House Iduken a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
You'll remember it when you write of me.
Of course. Heroism and pity for the small man have always been hallmarks of House Iduken. Now, I must try to make sense of these notes. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
We're over here just killing people. Oh.
Small bolt of cloth? That's outrageous. You certainly have some gall, merchant.
But my lord, these are surface silks, dyed with the finest saffron and indigo and embroidered by skilled elven tradesmen. I've seen Prince Balin Iduken himself wearing a robe made of something quite similar.
So I pay your exorbitant price, only to end up looking like a poor imitation of Prince Balin. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I meant, my lord. My lord! My lord Iduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Of course, good merchant.
Please, look as you will.
Our trust follow, big brother. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my sibling's second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Don't speak to Gorham like that.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
Alright, I'm going.
Perhaps you were right, Balin, when you said our brother wasn't entirely without regard for his duty and station. I'll be along later to toast your command. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Ignore him, it's my day, not his.
That it is. Let's get back to enjoying it, shall we?
He's just better that it's my day.
My Lord Iduken, nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me. You honor me, Your Highness.
Ooh, that's better.
Look at this,
But,
darling. It rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
Nonsense, woman. Your words bring shame upon our house. See how the edges are rough and pitted? Would you compare this to Branka's work? Trust a woman to speak of things she doesn't understand. Be quiet now and pray the ancestors deliver Branka back safely.
Damn.
What about that one?
I doubt he's up to the task. I'm not going down that road again.
To end up with a red head?
Would that Sir Blackstone were a noble, hmm? Stand up straight. They're coming.
What have we here? Two handsome, strapping, noble lords. You both look so grand.
And isn't this the man of the hour, the king's son?
Who's your friend, my lord? Another noble from the honored House Iduken?
This is Sir Gorham, my loyal second.
But not from a noble house, girls. Sir Gorham, warrior caste.
Oh, that's too bad. You're quite handsome.
Why do you care if Gorham's noble?
They're noble hunters, my lord. A man takes his caste from his father, and these women hope to bear a noble lord's son. If one is successful, she's raised up to concubine in the noble house to care for her child. It provides new sword arms for the house, and many nobles look favorably on such women.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Shall I come to your chambers after the ceremony, then?
I talked to him first. I want him.
He's looking for a woman, Telly, not a little girl. I'm Marty, and I know how to give my lord a night he'll remember.
Do I have to pick just one?
Oh, my lord has his energy about him.
There will be no three to a bed, if that's what you're thinking. We both require full experiences all to ourselves. If you think you can manage us both, though...
Both of you it is.
This should prove most interesting. We will wait for you together, my lord, and show you the proper way to celebrate a princely commission.
Got it. I'll get on it.
My lord. As you will.
I thought we could talk about these ladies, but I guess not.
Greetings, my lord Iduken. I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
It's alright, I'll hear him out.
Very well then, speak.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is...
Spit it out.
Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger made for you as a gift for your first command. Sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out. I don't know what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
Okay, so a little backstory here. So this messenger that was sent to give me the dagger couldn't find me, but he found Prince Trian and asked Prince Trian. Let me rephrase this. Asked Prince Trian, the heir to the throne, to deliver the dagger to me. And so Prince Trian got offended and threw him out. So that's pretty offensive. You're trying to get the heir to the throne to deliver a message to his little brother. Like, what the fuck? You only had the messenger beaten?
If it would please your highness, I would gladly have him killed.
If you agree to kill him, I'll see the dagger.
Of course. 1,000 thanks to you. Here it is, your highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the Lord's first command, and hope that someday, when he rules, he will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
This man offends the heir to my house. Kill him.
Of course, my lord. That's one less social climber in the world.
Well, damn. Ooh, and we get the dagger.
Lord Iduken, here in my booth? I am so...
I'm just over here killing everyone.
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in?
I enjoy watching the little people scurry around me.
They do that well enough. Shall we move along?
Bro, the fact that, like, I'm so high up on the food chain and I can just kill people at whim and no one does anything about it is insane.
My lord, are you heading to the proving arena?
Garm, I don't remember addressing this man.
You are not to address the Lord Iduken unless spoken to first.
Forgive me, Sir Gorham. I meant no offense.
Back to your duties.
But sir, this is my duty. I am to escort our new commander to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you are not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Very well, if it will please my father.
Will we be leaving then?
Yes.
We are at your command. I'd love to be in there, fighting, sweating, winning honor.
Good day, Lord Iduken.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
I've come to fight.
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor him by doing as he says. My Lord Iduken will fight in this proving.
I will honor today's warriors by testing their skill.
Of course, it is well within your rights. Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Iduken. I give you the Lord Iduken himself. Are you ready for your first match?
Ready, eager, and hungry.
Then let us begin! This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight Aler Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
Be on guard.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! winner is Lord Iduken.
I do wish though that like the companion, like a companion you get at the beginning of each origin story, would follow you out throughout the whole game, which would make the origin story more unique. Like you choose your background and you get a unique companion. I feel like they could have like written that in, especially since they have a DLC for a companion for a Golem. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it could have been written in somehow, easily too, or like made into a DLC or something where it adds it. I would easily pay $5 for it or whatever. I wouldn't pay more than $5 honestly, because it should have already been in the game.
That was quite a fight. Alair Bimo is no slouch with that hammer. Are you ready for your next opponent?
I feel like I should have been on like, I should be on like a committee that makes video games, like RPG games, like, cause they do stuff that just baffles me. Like I have like great ideas, but I don't know how to make them. You know, so like, you know, there's probably a committee at a table that like come up with the ideas for video games and like the story and everything, and then you know they have people make them. I feel like I need to be on at that table coming up with ideas, and I just feel like I could make games a little bit better. Just like little things here and there, and like make stories pretty epic. And I feel, I mean, that's my opinion though. Who's my next opponent?
Adal Helmi, a woman, Your Highness. She's a tenacious fighter.
You let a woman fight in the provings in my honor?
It was not my idea. Lady Helmi was most insistent. I did not expect her to actually win her first match. Will you fight her?
Why not? It should be easy.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
Honor and glory to your house, Your Highness.
There is no honor in fighting a woman.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Watch her kick my ass. Or not. Oh, shit.
The winner is Lord Iduken.
So I wonder, actually, for these provings, I wonder if anyone can just join, or if you're, like, kind of selected. You know, like, only a privileged few are able to join. Like, not some rando can just be like, yo, I want to join in. But you have to be, like, you know, a son of a noble or whatever to be able to fight in the provings. Or, like, warrior caster, whatever it is, you know?
That was a crowd pleaser. Many were waiting to see that woman put in her place. Sir
Or if,
Rathbone
like,
is your next opponent. Are you ready to face him?
Because I doubt, like, you know, they train, like, smiths to fight. But they make the weapons, so I wonder if, like, they know how to fight and, like, they could join the provings and, like, kind of, like, show their prowess and maybe climb the ranks. What can you tell me about Sir Blackstone?
One of the best of the warrior cast.
So they warrior cast.
He achieved glory
The other
in
one was a noble's daughter.
in the deep roads.
I'm ready.
Then let us begin. This is a glory proving,
I still need a pack,
Under the watchful eyes of the paragons of
but I can do that tomorrow.
for the
Or
honor of House Iduken.
later tonight.
Lord Iduken will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
I will.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I'll get up.
In like 20 minutes, I gotta go get my clothes out of the washer. But I only did the one load. Just washing my work clothes for when I come back. So I don't have to do it when I come back.
That was exciting. I had the whole left half of the arena cheering for you. You're popular with the crowds.
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Iduken. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first?
What can you tell me about Franlin Ivo?
He is a decorated fighter who prefers unusual weapons and rarely fights with the same techniques twice.
House Ivo is relatively inconsequential, but Franlin may change that. He's expected to take a full command of his own soon.
Lesser house, lesser man. Let me fight him.
Very good. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. It is down to just 2 warriors, with backbones of stone and wills of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lord Iduken will fight Franlin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
Glory is for the one who can take it.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight!
Now's better than later. All right, all right.
Someone's gonna fall, and it sure won't be me. The winner is Lord Iduken. Congratulations. Franlin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
I will wear it proudly.
Your glory honors every warrior here.
Good showing there, my lord. Your opponents will be licking their wounds all eve.
My lord?
Wait.
As you wish.
Let's see if he has something to say.
You handle that sword well.
It's a hammer, but okay.
I'm at your service.
My lord?
I'm ready to leave.
Your wish is our command.
My lord? You honor me, your highness.
Look, the Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
My lord Iduken, might I bother you for a moment? Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lord. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Gorham, how much time do I have?
It looks as if the heads of House Bimo and Mino are keeping your father busy, which leaves you plenty of time for our dear old friend, Lord Dace.
You're a credit to your caste, Sir Gorham. I've always said so. If I had a daughter, I'd give her to you and make you the noble you deserve to be.
You honor me, my lord.
My ears are yours, Lord Dace.
First, let me congratulate you on your commission. 2 of King Endrin's children now commissioned war leaders. It does great honor to your house.
Thank you.
Of course, I didn't stop you just to express my loyal affections. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
What cause
The vote
might that be?
concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
Why so interested in this particular cause?
Those on the surface are our lifeline. They facilitate trade with the surface. They're honorable and, let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. My wife, however, is a gem of a different color. She has a cousin, a useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. He joined a speculative venture to the surface, hoping to make his fortune, and went bust. Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be casteless. For my wife's sake, I take up his cause. Will you lend me your voice?
What do I get in return?
I keep my ears to the stone, my lord. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean.
You have a deal. What do I do?
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Greetings, my lord Iduken. It is an honor to meet you at last.
At last? Have you been waiting for me?
Not as such, but your father never misses a chance to boast of your skill and bravery. He says you may be the most skilled warrior in all of House Iduken.
My father, there's no may about it. I am the best.
Yes, he mentioned your humble nature as well. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
Good, let them leave our city and pest the humans for a while.
No one is safe from a blight. If the Darkspawn overrun the surface lands, they will return in even greater numbers. Orzammar would perish along with the rest. None of our lands is truly self-sufficient.
I don't know as much as I should about the Grey Wardens.
You know of our dedication to destroying the Darkspawn,
Yeah.
our frontline presence during a blight. What else would you know?
Are there many of my people in the Grey Wardens?
Over the centuries, many dwarves have made names for themselves in our order. These days, however, there are fewer dwarves and thus even fewer dwarven Grey Wardens. A pity, since dwarven warriors have the most experience fighting Darkspawn.
I feel like castless. Like, if you're castless, why do you stay in Orzammar? Like, go join, like, the Grey Wardens, or go to the surface and make a life for yourself. Could I join the Grey Wardens and still stay in Orzammar?
I'm afraid not. Grey Wardens go where they're needed most. Right now, that is on the surface at the ruins of Ostagar, where the Human King gathers his armies to face the Blight.
I'm an Iduke and Orzammar needs me here.
Then it is a good thing that you have other paths before you. Some are not so lucky. I wish you luck in the deep roads tomorrow. Show the Darkspawn the might of your people.
You're a fool.
Excuse me, bitch?
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Show you are to be respected, and I will no longer speak to you as a child. Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
What are you talking about, lady?
If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the Merchant Caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
So this is Lord Dace's play to recover his losses?
Clever child. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Iduken.
If the surface dwellers return to their noble houses,
You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacers' kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
I see. Alright, Lord Dace dies for this.
If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the tables. Let him think he has you. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called Surface Caste are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two.
I should talk to Lord Dace.
You give up the initiative, but do as you must.
Okay, there's a quick save.
You return. Were my instructions unclear?
I should kill you where you stand.
What would that do, besides get you cast into the deep roads or put down like a beast? Are you upset about something?
Your plan would have forced my house to pay surface debts.
I suppose it could. I mean, well, it's the spirit of the law that's important, right? Our poor, disenfranchised service brothers. Well played, Your Highness. Welcome to Assembly politics. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Not so fast.
You've won. Don't be stupid about it.
You forget who you're speaking to. This is the guest of honor and child of the first house of Orzammar.
For now. We shall see what the future holds. Trian's grasp on the throne is in no way certain, and much can happen before then. Now let me be.
Your schemes are an insult to House Iduken.
Lords, ladies, our Lord Iduken has challenged the honor of Lord Dace.
What's this? My son is already testing his reach?
Fantastic. I thought tonight would be all talk and drink.
My lord, are you sure you wish to do this? You realize that it is Lord Dace's son, Mandar, a formidable duelist, who will defend the honor of House Dace in approving.
Gorm, what do you know about this Mandor?
Very well. There is to be a
Oh,
proving, then.
I chose the wrong
The
thing.
ancestors judge who has the right of their cause.
To the proving grounds! Men and women, lords and ladies, may I have your attention, please? We are gifted to have in our presence the Lord Idukan, in whose honor today's provings were fought. Today, House Idukan makes a challenge of honor against House Dace. These two brave combatants have come to prove the righteousness of their causes.
Lord Dace will regret his words, Mandar.
The proving begins now! The proving is at an end. Mandar Dace has been found wanting by the ancestors, and House Dace is guilty of dishonoring House Idukan.
This is my fault. My son has died defending my honor.
I am sorry for your loss, Ronus. It was the ancestors' will.
Yes, the ancestors. I'm sorry. Excuse me, my king.
Wait, what? Interesting. Alright. We'll save there. I want to see something.
My king, please reconsider. Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharrak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the Provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
Of course, father.
So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called Surface Caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
They should be respected, but no more.
Are you satisfied, Lord Dace? Do you feel you have learned something about the prospect?
Yes.
He's like, shit.
King.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this
I want to see if I can,
access
like,
to
fight
some of our most important
his son
crimes,
after this. If
it
not,
also
I'll just
allows
reload.
Our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms.
Can't you send a servant?
Don't question everything. Just go for the ancestors' sake.
I suppose you're proud of yourself.
You're lucky I didn't just kill you.
Do you have even the slightest idea who you're talking to?
Are you the court jester?
Why, you...
Interesting. Oh! And it crashed. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because technically, it crashed after a save.
I suppose you're proud of yourself.
You're lucky I didn't just kill you.
Do you have even the slightest idea who you're talking to?
An old man, one who needs to be leaving.
Why, you... I will remember this insult. Good day.
Yeah, I'd rather insult him than, kill his son, so... So, do I change to Xbox? Because it did crash, and I did say, if it crashed, we would go to Xbox. Because the Xbox One doesn't fucking crash. But then, I don't want to fucking... do the fade. Ugh. I don't know. We just need to make sure to like save her like 5 minutes. I do not need to go get my shirts out of the washer.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
You two were not the feast.
The world does not stop and start with your meager achievements. Not even tonight. Now, do you have some purpose in bothering us?
Yeah, fathers worry you're too much of an ass to be prince.
You push your luck. Balin, get to bed. We have a big day tomorrow. I will see what our father wishes from his heir.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
I agree.
And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him.
I know he's like jealous because when he got his commission, they didn't make a big spectacle like they did for me. So he's jealous, but still. What are you talking about?
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you.
He recognizes I'm a threat. Good.
He fears what you are becoming in the eyes of the people of the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince.
Well, I would make a good ruler.
You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian Veer's father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
What should I do?
You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
So, hold on. Okay, so I'm like the middle child, right? So it's kind of confusing. So, why does the youngest brother is the heir second? Heir to the throne second. But my second is like my dad's second son, which is pretty prestigious, you know? Like, I feel like you can tell they favor me more than my older brother just by that. If I strike Trian, will you back me?
Of course. You've always been there for me.
Then our family's gonna be smaller by one.
I'm afraid I must agree with you. Tomorrow's battle is the time to do it. I'll find out the rendezvous and buy you the time to do what must be done. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
Let's go. You don't want to keep those lovely ladies waiting.
And so I was my father's second. But shouldn't the heir to the throne be my father's second? I don't know. It's all confusing.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns.
Alright, while this plays out, I'm gonna go get my clothes from the laundry.
We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Haramond. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come then! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Haramond and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Aeducan remains in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
Alright, I'm back. The Shield of Dukin would be quite the find.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
Meet the scout, find the door, grab the shield. Got it.
Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Aeducan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Yeah, or show my strength and my place as heir to the throne by having the shield.
You're looking bright-eyed this morning, my lord. I trust you had a restful night. Feeling a little more virile? Ready to slay the Darkspawn with sheer masculine power?
You can't even imagine.
Oh, believe me, I was doing plenty of imagining. I can't believe you didn't invite me. Anyway, we should keep moving. Genlocks aren't likely to stop and commiserate with my inadequacies. We should keep moving.
Okay.
Let's maul it. I'll get on it.
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any Darkspawn?
A few, they weren't organized. Nothing we can yeah, a few, they weren't organized.
Still, that was more than we expected. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the Darkspawn. Most tunnels are dead ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends. It's going to be a fight.
We are warriors, nothing stands in our way.
As you say, onward then.
He was at the provings with us. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Let's see what you're made of! You've tangled the wrong man.
Now's better than later. Got it.
Oh, what the fuck?
You're here. I thought the Darkspawn had got you for sure.
Is that how you address your commander?
Apologies, Commander. There's not a ton of formality down here in the deep roads. We want the tunnel ahead, but there are Darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful.
I thought these tunnels were mostly abandoned.
Well, abandoned isn't vacant, apparently. Still, 2 months ago, we couldn't get within a mile of this place. I'll follow your lead, Commander.
All right.
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This Darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there.
Then let's make sure they don't find the shield.
Yes, my lord.
I'll get on it.
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I won't mutilate your body so bad your father doesn't recognize you.
Who are you and how'd you get in there?
I'm your better, that's who. And as to how I got in, that's a question you'll have to ask the stone after I butcher you. Now where's the shield?
Tell me how you got in, I'll tell you where the shield is.
Bit for bite, huh? Both of us banking on killing the other and losing nothing by the telling? Very well. One of Prince Trian's men brought me this ring. It opened the door just fine. Now where is the sodding shield?
You thought I'd tell you? I'll whisper it to your corpse.
Just kill them, boys. We'll find this shield on our own.
Get off my back. All right. Right behind you. Push them back! You're in for a world of hurt.
This one is mine.
Got it.
Is that really Trian's signet ring?
Trian will pay for this.
The first way we can hurt him is to find that shield ourselves.
My thoughts exactly. The shield of Iduken will be mine.
You have your orders, boys.
You're hopeless!
As you say.
Barely a challenge. You asked for it.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
This is the room. How do we get the shield?
Look around, there must be a clue.
You two, see if you can spot anything. It seems some of these tiles are different from the others.
You're my right-hand man. I guess you could be my left-hand man. And you're kind of a bitch.
That's it. We've got it.
Doesn't look like much.
The skill of our crafters has come far since then. But still, the Shield of Idukun.
It's a symbol. The strength of Idukun is in the shield. Yeah, it's a symbol, that's all.
If it helps rally the troops, it's a good thing.
Where's the rendezvous? We should get moving.
We need to get to the other rendezvous point. Back in the direction we came from, at the crossroads.
To the crossroads.
Did you hear?
Twisted creatures!
Any more of those mercenaries?
Or Darkspawn reinforcements. Either
I almost died.
All right, all right.
really scheming against us, this would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield, and we're all alone out here.
Keep your wits about you.
Of course.
What's that you're muttering about?
My brother Trian may try to ambush us.
Fantastic. As if the Darkspawn weren't enough to worry about.
Just keep your eyes open.
I trust Vala, brother.
You and I need to speak alone.
I'm here. I am not, however, unaware or outnumbered. Disappointed?
What are you talking about?
Do you think I fear to name your treachery? You have plotted to murder me so you could take my place as heir. You convinced Balin to help take my men and me by surprise. Do you deny it?
You have no right to judge me, Trian.
I have every right to judge you. I am your prince and your elder brother. Every tradition, everything that makes us who we are, demands your loyalty to me. You and your companions will throw down your weapons, confess your treason, and be tried in front of the Assembly.
We will do no such thing.
Then you will die here. May the stone reject your unworthy, treacherous body. Kill the traitors!
Wait, I don't... I'm kind of confused. Like, did I click a wrong button or something? I think...
Vala, brother.
You and I need to speak alone.
Anything you have to say can be said here in front of our men.
You're a schemer, Trian. You wish me to expose your plotting against me?
You dare accuse me of your own treachery? You have plotted to murder me so you could take my place as heir. You convinced Balin to help take my men and me by surprise. Do you deny it?
It's not true.
Just stop. You have gone too far this time. You're grandstanding at the provings I could overlook. That the nobles love you when you have accomplished nothing. This I have learned to forgive. I know I will never be loved in Orzammar, but I will rule. Nothing, not even my treacherous kin, will stop me from claiming my right. You and your companions will throw down your weapons, confess your treason, and be tried in front of the Assembly.
We will not, no, we're not doing that.
Then you will die here. May the stone reject your unworthy, treacherous body. Kill the traitors!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Fuck.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
Damn it, Balin! He pitted us against each other and took us both out with one fell swoop.
By all the ancestors, what has happened here? It seems we weren't fast enough. Balin was right. My son, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
Trine tried to kill me. It was terrible.
Can you prove it?
I have Trine's ring. Take it from the men who tried to kill me.
You could have got that ring anywhere. Can these men substantiate your claim?
It's true. There were men in the Tig trying to steal the shield.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lord Iduken came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, he ordered us to attack.
You let this man question my honor?
It is a valid question. The man is low-born and could easily be bought.
Frandlin Ivo, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord.
Aw.
Terrible.
Ivo, not you too.
Afterward, my lord stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham. Do you have anything else to say, my son?
How can you not see this as a setup?
I want to believe that. I really do.
Bind him. He will be judged before the Assembly. To Orzammar.
Skip that. Fuck, I think it's... Oh, I think we gotta reload.
You've got 10 minutes, sir. Orders and all. You understand?
Of course. Leave us alone, will you please?
Yes, sir.
My lord.
Why are you all the way fucking over there, dude? I'm in the one over here. Oh my god. Well, yeah, we're just gonna do this on the Xbox. Fuck.